I guess now that you're on like the cutting edge of so much music being made from, you know, running a studio where A-list artists come through, a lot of like the new up and coming artists are coming through. You may be in the studio with, a couple people yourself, whenever you feel like it. What are some of like the new trends that you're seeing currently with the music? And what are some of the things that are happening that you just personally enjoy listening to?
That's a good question. I mean, one of the biggest things that everyone is talking about is AI. I
Hmm.
can't really not mention that, and I think it's lit a fire under the more organic creators. You know, I'm seeing folks lock in and call, reach out for studio time that might not in the past as often. You know, because
Hmm.
things are changing for sure. So it's a good time to kind of tool up and have a bunch of records in your arsenal because I don't think anyone concretely knows what the next phase of the industry is going to look like with the furtherance of AI. But other than that, just seeing a lot of young artists doing their thing. Um, I know there's a young artist named Lil Tyler that Atlantic just signed, and I'm actually a big fan of his. Uh, I think he's literally a kid, like he's not adult age yet, and then but he has like kind of an old soul. So I would encourage folks to look out for him. I could see him, doing things for a while. He has a really cool approach and a fun approach to records that I'm really liking. Um, uh, so yeah, those are some of the new things I would look out for.
Yeah, AI is very interesting. What I think, you know, if I'm trying to project out into the future of music, I think the ability to create high quantities of music that are quality are going to go up tremendously. So I think we're going to see people who are able to, without, necessarily needing a super high quality studio, produce like a quality product. And then also with AI, as it pertains to music, it's not just the AI that's going into making the music itself or the production itself, but also the AI tools that are going to be used to help operate on the business side of things. You can go to like, Chat GPT-4 and type in, how do I run my own indie label and, effectively upload my music to distribution platforms and get my music placed and, different things. And you'll be able to get a very high quality amount of data and information on how to do that. And also you'll be able to, come up with marketing ideas. Like how do you create a campaign that can get your song heard by 100,000 people in, Houston or, LA, wherever you're trying to target. Like you'll be able to, work with these AI tools to run your music business and make music as well. And so I think the competition for, at least on the streaming side of things, can definitely skyrocket, and maybe a couple new people can start breaking through that weren't traditionally able to find a path.
Definitely exciting. Definitely exciting. I know at every point in history, there's been it's been marked by change. I know how much fear and uncertainty the advent of Apple Music and some of the early even iTunes, early streaming services, uh, was met with like a lot of contention and contempt. But at the end of the day, I think we're all creative enough to figure out ways to swing these things and use tools in our favor. So I'm one of the optimists regarding the furtherance of AI and how it's going to affect different parts of the industry. We talked about film and TV earlier, but they're also going to be impacted. I mean, really every industry. And since I'm a creative person, I'm probably most interested in the creative fields. But I'm also excited.
Yeah. Have you found ways to use these tools yourself to, amplify your capabilities or what you're able to like push out as of right now?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I know one of the tools that isn't getting talked about as much, and it was one of the earlier um, folks on the scene, is Descript,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm.
that's a lot of podcasters are using that. It has a huge audio slant um, for spoken word, but I was using that a minute ago. I came across it, and I encourage folks to check it out. But there's going to be a lot of ways that we can use this stuff to help us. Um, Chat GPT, of course, super helpful, and just the more casual ways that I think people are using it now for writing things, for quick answers to things, almost like a Alexa. We've been hinting at this sort of technology for a long time. You know? Hey Alexa, stop. That's
She's like,
hilarious.
I'm ready to go.
Right, she heard me talking about her. So this stuff isn't super new, and we'll definitely just continue to figure it out. I'm being a little vague because there's something actually I think pretty huge and game changing that I've been mulling around with uh, that that could really help push things forward. But I'm not about to say it on a live broadcast.
But you gotta keep a little something for yourself.
For sure. I mean, I'll definitely share it with the world, but in time.